Live the moment, seize the day. Is this something possible? This is something that many people strive for today. Feel the experience, catch the moment. Indulge in all worldly pleasures. But how do we truly live in the present? The thing that drives people towards the idea of living in the moment is past negative experiences and anxiety about the uncertainty of the future. The pain that they experienced in the past and potential future events they don't want to think about, such as losing a loved one, suffering a significant financial loss, or experiencing distressing family problems. When people dwell on these thoughts, they suffer, become sad, and wish not to think about them. Similarly, they don't want to think about the future either. The future is uncertain and it can be dark. At any moment, misfortune can strike, a sudden illness, an unexpected accident, or the inevitability of death. The fear of what may come in the future terrifies them. So people seek a way to break free from these burdens and fully experience the pleasure of the present moment. But for example, animals, who are not as smart as people, can easily accomplish this. They cannot dwell on past pains or worried about the future. They can fully enjoy the present moment's pleasure. But humans, with their intellect, struggle to silence their minds and struggle to simply focus on the present. They have two choices, either to discard their intellect entirely, which is not feasible, or to engage with their intellect to explore questions such as, what does the creator of the universe say? Why were we created? What is our purpose in life? Where will we go after death? What will become of us? Considering the artistic design and precision of everything that is created, it is evident that there must be an all-knowing and all-powerful creator, a creator behind all of it. He created this entire universe, including humans. Surely, there are profound reasons behind his creation. After our physical death, we will enter an eternal life that is even more beautiful. This world is like the womb of a mother to us. Our true destination lies beyond it. Just as a baby in the womb prepares for the world it will enter, we are preparing for another life beyond this one. We have discussed these topics in other videos, so let's get back to our main topic. A person without faith. Living under the constant reality of death, progressing towards non-existence, cannot fully enjoy life. Being like a prisoner condemned to death. Therefore, they either try to distract themselves in order to forget these realities entirely, which would mean suppressing their intellect, or they approach life with faith. Faith allows them to see that death is not an annihilation, but the beginning of an eternal bliss, an infinite paradise. The people who have passed away, the beautiful moments of the past, are not lost. They are waiting for us in an eternal realm. When they believe in this, the burden of past sufferings and future worries goes away, and they will be able to find utter joy in life. A human cannot fully live in the present because the intellect contemplates both the past and the future. For example, even if an animal knows it will be slaughtered 10 minutes later, it will blissfully eat the food in front of it without thinking about its imminent death. But humans are different. Their present is influenced by both the past and the future. Past experiences and thoughts of the future affect the present moment. Therefore, merely enhancing comfort, luxury, and the quality of the present moment is not enough to make a person happy. Both the past and the future needs to be accommodated for simultaneously in order to cope with the negative experiences of the past and the potential challenges of the future, allowing them to enjoy life in the moment. The Creator, who reigns over all times, has prepared this world for us and connected us with all its beauty. Just as He has done that, He has also created endless beauty behind death for us. So, with faith, the future becomes more beautiful. Death, once seen as a killer, becomes powerless, and instead, it becomes a magnificent horse that leads us to eternal bliss. In other words, death becomes something to love. Looking back to the past, it no longer poses a threat. Such a belief that all the beautiful moments and loved ones from the past are preserved, and we will reunite with them, removing all the worries and pain from both the past and the future. When a person believes that everything is under the control of the Creator and there is nothing left to chance, and believes that a very compassionate and merciful Creator has created the entire universe and bestowed numerous blessings upon them, then they understand that there is no reason to worry, and the future is not a vast graveyard, but a gathering of beloved friends. The grave is not a bottomless pit of nothingness. It is an entirely new realm where we will meet a fresh life. Just as we encounter a new life when we leave our mother's womb, this beautiful perspective on both the past and the future allows a person to enjoy the present moment with faith. Therefore, lacking faith, not knowing that everything is under the Creator's control and disbelieving in the afterlife, makes people afraid of both the past and the future. To escape these fears and forget about the past and the future, they try to live in the moment. But that is impossible, as the intellect always functions. To avoid thinking, they indulge in entertainment or intoxication, trying to prevent the mind from contemplating. However, this only leads to a life of misery. That's why, without faith, without the Creator and the afterlife, living in the moment becomes a pointless pursuit. It is like choosing to live a purely animalistic life, suppressing the intellect. But with faith, life becomes beautiful, and living in the present becomes a pleasurable and free experience. It becomes a time that is enjoyed. In a conclusion, man is a living machine who is grieved with thousands of different sorrows and receives pleasure in thousands of different ways. And despite his utter impotence has innumerable enemies, physical and spiritual. And despite his infinite poverty, has countless needs, external and inner, and is a wretched creature continuously suffering the blows of death and separation. Yet, through belief and worship, he at once becomes connected to a monarch so glorious, he finds a point of support against all his enemies and a source of help for all his needs. And like everyone takes pride at the honor and rank of the Lord to whom he is attached. You can compare for yourselves how pleased and grateful and thankful and full of pride man becomes at being connected through belief to an infinitely powerful and compassionate monarch, at entering his service through worship and transforming for himself the announcement of the execution of the appointed hour into the papers releasing him from duty.